I'm Dr. Deborah Hill, Executive Producer and Director for Oceanvideo Productions Dive-In Television Series. Some people call me the Scuba Shrink. I like to do two kinds of diving, into the mind and into the sea. Like you, I like to go beneath the surface. So welcome to our brief exploration of what's going on beneath the surface of Dema. Dema, the Dive Equipment and Marketing Association, has 1,454 members, and they definitely showed their numbers at the 2005 Dema show in Las Vegas, Nevada.
One, two, three. Welcome to the show.
There are those that believe that there is a decline in the dive industry. We discovered a variety of opinions.
The diving is in trouble is America's fascination with the violence, death, and the menace of sharks. Way out of proportion. And that's causing a lot of problems.
And I've seen a gradual decline in the comfort level of new divers when they go out for the first time on their own or with a buddy. They're just not that comfortable, and I think a lot of people don't stay in diving very long for that reason.
I do believe that it was definitely in decline a few years ago. I believe we may have turned that around from what I'm understanding. No doubt we do need to do some things to bring the young people back into the industry. I don't think we're reaching that market the way we should be.
No matter how you look at it, Dema members are divers, just like you and me. These professionals have all kinds of dive stories, from the awe-inspiring to the hilarious.
But a lot of our fun things happen during our saturation dives because we could spend so much time on the ocean floor. We could sit there and watch it change from daytime to nighttime. The fish are completely different at night, and so the daytime fish kind of disappear and go to sleep, and the nighttime fish start coming out of the coral. Because we could sit there for 3 hours underwater and just enjoy the underwater environment.
And so I'm searching around on the bottom, and I'm sort of hanging on the anchor line waiting for some of the participants to come back toward the bottom. And the current got underneath my bathing suit and blew it off. So I had the nickname Skinny Dipper for the longest time. It was embarrassing.
But one thing they all share is their passion for the underwater world.
Great trip. We did this night dive, and we had this white-tipped reef shark just cruising along with us the whole time on our dive. It seemed like no matter where we went, this shark was right next to us, just watching us. And it was just an amazing experience just watching this animal, because how graceful they are in the water and how they move. Just a beautiful animal. And that was just one of the best dive experiences I ever had.
These people are hardworking and yet fun-loving, and have drawn from their own experiences to make diving safer, more accessible, and more fun for all of us.
What happens if I'm out on a dive boat and I paid all this money to go on a trip and I rip my neck seal or I rip my wrist seals? So we invented zip seals, which is just like a Ziploc bag. You rip a seal, no big deal, and you can put a new one on.
To a double hose regulator is really for photographers, for videographers, for researchers. All of these guys have a real serious interest in keeping the bubbles away from the face, getting them back behind the diver's head. That really is the main advantage of a double hose regulator. It also has some real strong advantages when you're diving in really extreme cold water.
Does that mean you won't have a free flow problem?
Absolutely. No free flows with a double hose in cold water.
One thing we all know as divers, dive equipment is heavy. So anything that we could do to make the dive system smaller, we decided to do. So we spent about 3 years developing a product that would work. And it took a long time to get everything right, but we finally were able to unveil it this year at Dema. It's most applicable to just great shore dives, jumping in. We're able to go areas that the other divers don't want to go because their gear is too heavy.
So you can just go wild with it underwater. It has a trigger here. It opens
and you can have as many, you can probably have up to 15 colors.
We're fortunate that these visionaries fell in love with the ocean and pursued their dreams, because those dreams have become our reality, the ability to dive easily and safely throughout the world.
Said, who are these people like Cousteau, Hans Haas, having this great adventure going into the sea, and decided it means taking a chance, making a break from the old mold. And so I mortgaged what we had, built a dive boat from a lobster boat hull in a little boatyard near where we were, and took it to the Bahamas, set up shop, and as Robert Frost said, somehow you take the road less traveled by and you never look back.
Dema is more than a diving organization. It's people who make diving happen. I hope you enjoyed our brief exploration of what's going on beneath the surface of Dema. Thank you for joining us, and happy diving.